Good morning, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. And this is Newcastle 3 Fulham nil match review from yesterday. Reason for the early show is because I'm going to be out later on. Not sure what time I'll be back. So, because tomorrow will be a Chelsea preview. So if I do this now, people who can't catch it this morning will catch it up sometime during the day and evening. Right, okay. Before we get into the show, if you do like what you see, then please do smash that like. It does help the channel up the search. So please give it a like. That'll be great. Thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe and be part of this great community we have here. And also that bell notification lets you know when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. I am currently 36 away now from 1100. Also, if you want to become a member, it's 99p. Just click the join button. And also, you can make a donation by clicking the $sign in the chat as well. So, yes. So yesterday, we returned to Premier League action after our Champions League heartbreak and crashing out of Europe altogether. So we saw the lineup come out yesterday, and that was the lineup. Just to remind ourselves: Dubravka, Livramento, Lascelles, Shea, Byrne, Bruno, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Gordon, and Wilson. The change made there to put Miley on the bench and give Longstaff a start after he's returned from injury. Great to see Botman was back on the bench as well. We saw there was no Isak in the squad. Court Eddie's got a tightness in his groin, but he should be fine for Tuesday. I think, in other words, he was being rested. So he's had a bit of a rest. Fulham's lineup was out as well. And that was who they went with also. So that is their lineup too. Right. So let's get into the game anyway. It was a game we knew we needed to get back to winning ways. You know, if we want to get back in that top four this season, we've got to get back to winning ways. And we've got to do it quick. But we've not only got to do it quick, but we've got to get a long unbeaten run. Having Botman back in the squad is great because we knew there's players starting to come back now, which is absolutely fantastic. You know, and January window is not too far away now, so even better. I thought we started off okay in the match. You know, we did all right. Fulham had a couple of attacks. Raul Jimenez had done an overhead kick from outside the area, which was easily saved by Dubravka, just fell into his arms. Didn't think Fulham looked that great. You can see why they're not great away from home. Although they did give Liverpool a scare a couple of weeks ago. But but look, you know, we saw Shea go down with an injury, and it was like, no. Now, the way I look at this, if Shea, and this is the only maybe not aimed at Eddie Howe, maybe aimed at the medical team, I would say, possibly more than Eddie Howe. If Shea isn't 100% fit, why are we starting him in this game? You know, we could have put Dummett at centre half. You know, Byrne could have been at centre half. Lewis Hall could have started. So you're sort of thinking, why are risking Shea if he's going to get an injury? And it doesn't look good. It looks like he's going to be out for a while. It looks like a hamstring. Sometimes a hamstring, you're looking at 4 to 6 weeks, aren't you, out? So it's not a great start that Shea's going to be out for a bit of time as well. We then saw on about 21 minutes, you know, Raul Jimenez, we don't know what he was doing, went in with that kung fu kick. Yes, he tried to pull out the way. Now, at first, I was a bit critical of the ref, and I thought, why aren't you brandishing a red? This is a red card offence. This is not a yellow card offence. This is red card. This is dangerous as well as reckless. VAR checked it and asked Sam Barnett to go to the monitor. So he went to the monitor and checked it. Had a look at various angles. Wanted to see it in real time and slow motion. Absolutely brilliant from the referee, by the way, I thought. And look, yeah, it was a red all day. He's come back, cancelled the yellow card, brandished the red. Bit of arguing from Raul Jimenez. Walks off with his head in his hands. Yeah, absolutely. Disgusting tackle. It was worthy of a red card all day. I don't know what he was playing at. Yes, we know he got a one in the face off Lascelles just moments before. But VAR checked that and said no, it wasn't any offence caused. So he was obviously still wound up from that challenge and decided going hard. Now then, yes, he may well have pulled his legs out of the way, but he had both feet off the ground. He was in the air. And there's the intent straight away when you're in the air. Now, if he had connected with Longstaff with his legs, Jesus, honestly, that could have been a hell of a lot worse than it was. So thankfully, it was his backside that hit Longstaff in the head. Still not great because it knocked Longstaff to the floor. But, you know, thankfully Sean Longstaff was fine and able to carry on. But as I say, that could have been a far lot worse than what it was. It'll probably be the automatic 3-match ban he'll get for that. I think it should be longer because of what he done. And the fact that he didn't leave the field straight away, that he was arguing the toss with the referee, I think he needs to be banned for a little bit longer. Maybe another couple of games on top of that, who knows, but it depends what action the FA take. They may take it further, they may not, they may just let him have his 3-match ban and be done with it. But absolutely disgusting and no need for it whatsoever. Look, we had chances in that first half to score. Anthony Gordon hit the crossbar, great shot. And it was just one of those shots that was just so unfortunate. It actually went between Sean Longstaff's legs, because had it landed at the feet of Longstaff, he would have put that away. You know, I thought Anthony Gordon was a menace to them. But when obviously Cher went off, we saw Kraft come on. You know, he came on and went right back. Livermento went back to left back, and Byrne went to left centre half, which was a great switch, to be fair. I thought Kraft did all right when he came on. You know, he got into the game straight away, and then we saw Joe Linton go off in that first half as well with what looks like another, is it a hamstring injury or a calf strain? We're not sure, but he just sort of pulled up and then just put his hand up as if to say he can't carry on. And we saw Lewis Miley come into the fray. So, yeah, I mean, look, we are having a horrendous run of injuries. Yeah, it's just to the stage now where these injuries are just getting out of control. You know, we must be the unluckiest club in the Premier League at the moment with injuries. You know, we just seem to be getting players back. You've got Longstaff back. We've got Botman back now. And then all of a sudden, bang, 2 players go down in the same game and out. We'll have to wait and see what they say about Joe Linton and Fabian Cher. But as I say, it don't look great, does it? So, you know, Joe Linton might not be as serious as Cher, so he could only be out for a few weeks. Who knows? But again, we'll find out what them injuries are. And I'm sure in due course we'll find out from Eddie. No doubt tomorrow he might even give an update, because he'll be doing a pre-match conference for the game on Tuesday evening down at Stamford Bridge. So, yeah, we had 8 minutes of added on time, which I think was right, because you know, the injuries and, you know, the VR decision thing like that. So I thought 8 minutes was fair. We could have been well up in that first half. We could have easily been 2 or 3 up in that first half, you know. It just seemed it was going to be one of those days where Fulham had the 10 men. You could see they were playing with the 10 men behind the ball, waiting for us to press them. And then they were going to try and hit us on the counter. Anthony Robinson going down the left, I thought he's got a bit of pace about him, but we dealt with him quite well. So the first half ended with us going in all level at nils apiece as well. Some comments before we go into the second half. Holly says, yes, get him. We need that win. So much brilliant performance and results. So proud of our lads. Lewis Miley, so proud and pleased him to get that first goal at the Gallagher end. Absolutely. Oh, the move for Miley, says Mad Mac. Great to see Big Dan burn back. His height advantage has been a huge miss. No pun intended. No, I know what you mean by that, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Morning, Tony. Good game. Downside injuries. Yeah, absolutely. Yet again. Mark says sick intro. She has me. Thank you. Julie says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Julie. Hope you're well. She's Lewis Smiley's going to be a superstar. Absolutely. Morning, everyone, says Mad Mac. Good morning to you, mate. I hope you're well. Tony Ross, thank you very much again. He's gifted 5 Black and White TV memberships. So 5 people have been given memberships. So thank you very much again, Tony Ross, for that. And the people who got a membership is Magpie Stew, Jane Brennan, Dimas Judandi, and Petar Joel Samuelson, and Jason Brown. So thank you very much indeed again for your generosity. And Tony and everyone, what a result yesterday. Miley was outstanding. Goal well deserved. Buzzing for him. Hopefully more goals for him. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Morning, Mad Max, says Julie. Jimenez challenge was reckless. It was just it was just awful. Think he was looking for payback from the cells. Yeah, he was. Yeah, but you know, it's not the way you do it. It's not the way you do it, though, is it? You know. Look, Gabby Ogbonnabo, who we love to hate him. He's Marmite, isn't he? Either I love him or you hate him. Look, I couldn't believe when he come out yesterday and said, that's not a red card. And I'm like, hang on a minute. Are you for real? You know, if that was against Villa, would he be saying, oh, that's not a red card? No, I don't think he would be. It was red all day, you know. Maybe that's the only thing the referee got wrong in that game, apart from, you know, when they were going down in injuries and he was stopping the game for that. But other than that, you know, the referee, I think he got that one wrong. He should have given the red card straight away. But again, you know, yeah, you know, Gabby Ogbonnabo to come out and say that it wasn't a red card. I don't know what he was watching. He says maybe if the sin bin was in action, you could have given him an orange card and sent him off for 10 minutes, which would have given him time to calm down. Maybe. But again, you know, you can't be doing that on the football field. I'm sorry, that's like assault. Mad Man, more like something out of a kung fu movie. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, maybe he wants to be Jackie Chan. Maybe he's putting in an audition. Morning, Tony. If you look closely, Jimenez catches Longstaff with his elbow before his hip hits Longstaff in the head. Yeah, well, it looks more like it's towards the bottom end, but yeah, maybe it does. But you've got to really see it in slow motion. But it was definitely a red, though. Yeah, absolutely. Rolly says it was like a finisher out of WWE. It was just ridiculous. Some of the Fulham players were trying to damage our players. I think they were as well. Yeah, you could see it, couldn't you? I think the Cells did a fantastic job on Raul Jimenez. All credit to him. All part of the game plan. To me, wound him up brilliantly. Absolutely, Holly. Do you know what? That's a good point, that. Yeah. Maybe we've learned after the AC Milan game, where game management's got to come into hand as well. Alan says Miley's going to be a top player. Save the club a load of cash. Absolutely, Alan. Absolutely, mate. And good morning to you. Exploring the Northeast. Miley was class yesterday. He's only going to get better. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Andrew. Good morning, Andrew. Hope you're well. He says, good morning with all the smiling faces. We need it after the 3 defeats on the bounce. Gary says, good morning, Tony. And that was a massive 3 points yesterday, mate. It was absolutely massive. You know, like I say, that first half, it was just thinking, I was just going to say, is it one of those days where we're not going to get the ball in the back of the net? We're going to have chance after chance. And it was going to be one of those games, if that had happened, that they would have hit one the break and scored one of them. And, you know, and we've seen them type of games before, you know. Challenge was worthy of MMA, 100% red, absolutely. Ogbonnabo would have said it was a red if it was a Villa player, absolutely, Julie. Tony Rossi's, he knew it was a red. He didn't even look at the player when sent off. No, he didn't. And, and I can't understand why he's arguing with the referee. It's a red card, Whether he'll get an extended ban because of the nature of it, I don't know. But we'll wait and see what the FA say. Agbon the twat is a cretin, says Andrew. Miley is the new Gaza, says Tony. Well, yeah, big shoes to fill, Gaza, mine. But yeah, who knows? And we just wait and see on that one. But yeah, absolutely massive shoes to fill on Gaza. But yeah, do you know what? Miley is, yeah, he's gonna be a baller. You can see it coming off. But the thing is, he's a future star, and as Alan said earlier, he could save the club a lot of cash. Absolutely. And that's how you get these young players in. I've seen, I don't know if it was from a Man United fan or some other fan, it might have been an Arsenal fan, I'm not sure. But anyway, there's been fans from other clubs saying, why are the likes of Man U and Newcastle playing youngsters for? Like, why are Newcastle playing Lewis Miley, 17-year-old? He shouldn't be near the football pitch in the Premier League. And neither should Mainu for Man United, who's 18. And I thought, hang on a minute. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Simple as, Look, Wayne Rooney came on the scene at 16 years of age. Michael Owen came on the scene at a young age as well, 17. James Milner came on the stage at 16. So why didn't people say anything back then about these players? I just think it's jealousy because these couple of players are doing so well for their respective clubs. Miley's doing well for us. And, Mainu's that Mainu looks a good player for Man United. I'll be honest, he's only 18, but I think he looks quite good. So I really don't get it. Mad Mag says, massive respect to Eddie for his comments and managing his time and not putting selfish gains over young lads' health. Absolutely. Got to go, my folks. We'll put you on the telly up there later. Cheers, Andrew. Alan says, yeah, I think a massive win after the last few games. Just get a bit of momentum in the league going. That's what we got to do now, mate. That's what we got to do. As Bruno said, he's only 17, and Julie says, because it's us. Absolutely. Right, so the second half starts, and we're thinking, right, come on, let's do this. Let's get out there. Just let's punish these bastards, because, look, they're not a great team, Fulham. I don't even know how they beat West Ham 5-0. Well, I do know how they beat West Ham because West Ham had players out ill. A fully fit West Ham probably smash Fulham, to be honest with you. How they even smash Forest 5-0 is beyond me. Forest must have been terrible at defending because I just looked at that team yesterday, Fulham, I thought, how the hell are you that good, How have you scored 16 goals in 4 games? You're not that great. Gary's just popped up and says, how old was Shearer when he started Southampton? Yeah, he was 17 as well. Yeah, absolutely. Alan says 17, there's been a few players look as good as Miley, so pleased. Looks like we've got the next superstar. Do you know what, Alan? You're absolutely bang on with that, mate. Absolutely. And yeah, definitely we have got a superstar there in the making. We just got to make sure we manage him, which I think we will do as a club. And it just shows you the, how the club are doing. And remember, we've got his brother as well to come through, Jamie. So the future's looking good. Is that another, but this time we won't stuff it up with the brothers like we did under the Longstaffs, Matty Longstaff probably would have been a cracking player, but he was mismanaged by Cabbage Heat. Simple as. And that is why he lost his way, unfortunately. So the second half starts and we go on the attack with Fulham. And I was sort of thinking there's got to be a period of this game where Fulham will tire because they've only got the 10 men, So you're thinking they're going to probably tire a little bit and we're going to overrun them and probably just go on and smash them out the park. We saw Gordon get in the box and have a shot and it was saved by Leno. I thought Leno had a decent game for Fulham because he was trying to keep everything out for them, wasn't he? He was the busier of the two goalkeepers, that's for sure. But then on 57 minutes, Bruno's got the ball, plays a lovely ball through. Who pops up? Lewis Smiley pops up, of course, and lovely shot across the goal into the back of the net, and cue the celebrations, and off goes Smiley, celebrating there, and scores his first goal to become the youngest player in Newcastle to score youngest player to score his first Premier League goal, and since James Milner. So there you go. That's how long ago it was. And I thought it was a great strike from Miley. I thought he took his goal really, really well. Loved the celebration. And yeah, we really have got a superstar on our hands. Absolutely, 100%. He was brilliant. He was absolutely fantastic yesterday as well. And we will go through some stats later on in the show. So Lewis Smiley scores and we are 1-0 up. And you're thinking, right, okay, just let's open the floodgates now and let's move on and win this game comfortably. We didn't have long to wait. We only had to wait 7 more minutes. Callum Wilson's got the ball. He's in the box. Looks like he's bundled over by Diop. And then the ball falls to Mickey. And of course, Mickey cannot miss. And he hits it with his left foot into the back of the net as he's getting fouled as he's smashing that ball in the back of the net to make it 2-0. And Mickey comes up and gets his goal. And he looked relieved that he scored, because possibly on Wednesday had that easier chance that he should have scored, where this one, yes, it was an easy chance, but he had the defender coming at him as well. So, he got his left foot on it quickly and smashed it in the back of the net, and it was a great goal. Thank you very much, Mickey. And we make it 2-0. And you're just thinking, right, okay, we were just wave after wave after wave of attacks. You're just thinking, when's the next goal coming along, we haven't got long to wait, surely, for the next goal to come, because, we had chances in that game. We could have won this game by 5, 6, or even 7. And it wouldn't have looked out of place, in all honesty, because Fulham were very, very, very poor indeed. But we didn't have long to wait. Round about the 80-minute mark, Emil Kraft nutmegs Dakova Reed and nutmegs him. He then puts an elbow up, puts Kraft on his backside, and assistant's right in front of it all, waves his flag to say foul, free kick. So we're expecting going to take the free kick. Bruno takes it, comes back out to him from the defence, and Bruno then puts a ball in. As Dan Burn hits it. Leno makes a save, but then it rebounds back off Dan Burn into the back of the net to make it 3-0. So Dan Burn gets his goal, so back from injury and back on the scoring sheet as well. So it was 3-0 then. And you're just thinking, surely the floodgates are going to open. And we just controlled that game completely. We could have scored more in that game. We saw Matt Ritchie come on late in the game as well. Wilson had a shot which was saved, and Ritchie sort of gave him the look to say, why didn't you pass it to me? I was in a better position. I think Wilson was desperate for a goal yesterday. You could see he was desperate for a goal. Ritchie made the keeper work again with a lovely volley towards the end of the game. We saw Lewis Hall come on. Now, Lewis Hall, to me, did not look happy being on that pitch, if I'm honest. He didn't do an awful lot. And I looked at Lewis Hall and I'm thinking, you're coming on here to either, 1, try and save your career and stay at Newcastle, or 2, you don't really want to be here and you'd rather be back at Chelsea. Now, I've seen a lot of Chelsea fans saying that they'd rather have Lewis Hall back in January. Look, I'm not sure what's going on with Lewis Hall, but like I say, he did not look a happy guy yesterday on that pitch. And even when he was walking around at full time and clapping the fans, he just didn't look great at all, did he? So I don't know what's going on with Lewis Hall at the moment, but whatever it is, we need to sort it out because it's just not fair for the lads. If we're not going to keep them, then we just have to get rid. But but one thing was nice yesterday, and that was to see somebody return back on the pitch, and much needed to return back on the pitch as well, because especially now Cher's out, and that was a return of Sven Botman. We saw him back yesterday, and it was great to see Sven Botman back on that football field again. But yeah, the Lewis Hall thing, like I say, I don't know what's going on there. But no. We'll come on to players in a minute and match rate, like obviously the man of the match and things like that. Just going to nip into some comments now and then see what people are saying. Get to where we were in the comments. Alan says at 17 there's been few players look as good as Miley, so please looks like we have the next superstar. Absolutely. It's great our new academy getting better youngsters through the ranks, future players, more local talent. Absolutely, and that's what you've got to have. Alan says, I thought Bruno was on another level yesterday. Bossed the midfield, and what a cross for the third goal. Absolutely. I thought he was outstanding yesterday, Bruno was. I'm going to come on to who I'm going to pick as my man of the match. Pete's in the chat. Hi, Pete. Hope you're well, mate. He says 100% red it was. Bruno was class. Byrne was too. Even Kraft as well. But Miley is definitely the main talking point. Do you know what? Pete, you're absolutely right. I think Miley will start on Tuesday. I think Botman may start on Tuesday as well. So, yeah. I don't fear us going to Chelsea. I know we haven't got a great away record, but that's in the Premier League. We went away to Man United in the Carabao Cup and we trounced them 3-0. Chelsea only played a crap Sheffield United yesterday. And to be honest with you, they only scored in the second half, Chelsea, So there's nothing to fear there about Chelsea at all. Alan says, yeah, Kraft was good as well. Been out for so long, absolutely. Gordon, hi mate, he says, Big Joe looks okay. He was walking on the pitch at full time with the other lads. Yeah, let's hope he is, mate. Let's hope it's nothing serious. But I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow from Eddie. Hit the crossbar in the post a few times, says Lee, absolutely. Miley's next Bellingham, says Jake. It's interesting that, isn't it? He won't be happy he's not playing. Marco Silva, like Arteta, sort you out when it doesn't go right for him. I'm going to come on to him in a minute, Pete. It seems like Bruno has taken Lewis Miley under his wing, absolutely. Lewis Hall should be given a chance. Yeah, I think so as well. Botman. Happy days, Botman's back. Beat Chelsea, end up playing Borough. Do you know what, Lee? That's a fair point. That's a fair point, that it is. And, yeah, you could be right there. Pete says, Cher, I can see being out for a few weeks at the very least. Yeah, I can as well, Pete. As I say, it don't bode too well. Does it for him? Right. Okay. Let's go on to right. Where is he? He's going to come on screen in a moment. There he is. There is Marco Silva. Right, so with Marco Silva, this is what Marco Silva had to say after the game, right? Absolute cock in my eyes. Here we go.
that doesn't have the ability and the experience to handle the pressure from a game with 50,000 people around. That is clear for me. Talking about the red card, he lost the moment to go in that ball, but it's not really serious something. He didn't go into the elbow. For me, the yellow card is a good decision from the referee. And come again the VAR. The VAR now they are trying to find always moments to get red cards to justify their job. I don't know what they're trying to do, but all the performance from the referee from the first minute until the last yellow cards for our players was completely strange. Really, the afternoon from the referee.
So, not sure how much you got of that, but Marco Silva basically saying the referee doesn't have the ability or the experience to handle a game like that or handle a crowd of over 50,000. He thinks the crowd influenced the referee. He said he made a good decision in the yellow card. He says, but the VAR decided it was a red card. He says, and that is a problem with VAR. They are wanting to get players sent off. He thought some of the yellow cards these players got weren't yellow cards. Look, the man is a total utter knob. He really is, right? Thing is, I thought that referee yesterday, I thought he was great. I really did. I didn't think he was too bad at all, considering he's not done many top flight games. He hasn't done a lot of top flight games. Obviously, he's come up through the ranks of the EFL. But I thought yesterday, he handled himself brilliantly yesterday. He got the red card right at the end. Yes, he didn't get it right first time round, but he got it right. I thought he was quite fair in all honesty. Yes, he was blown up for tackles like that. We were getting like free kicks. We were getting things like that. But look, I'm normally quite critical of referees, but like I say, he had a good game yesterday, and I thought he did extremely well. As I say, the red card, yeah, okay, maybe he should have got that right first time, but that's why VAR's there. That's why VAR works well when decisions like that need to be pointed out. We know when VAR doesn't work well, i.e. Paris. So he got that decision right at the end. He took his time with that decision. He wanted to look at different angles and he wanted to see real time and slow-mo. So, well done, referee. Stopping the game for when they went down a couple of times with fouls and things like, just going down and them stopping the game for their injuries, I thought was a bit frustrating. But other than that, I thought he handled the game well. And maybe some of the refs in the Premier League need to take a leaf out of his book because, I thought he was great. If I'm going to give him a marking yesterday, the only thing I'm marking him down for is the VAR. But I'm going to give him 8 out of 10 because I thought he was brilliant and best ref I've seen in a long while. So well done, Sam Barrett. Gary D says, I hope West Ham knock Liverpool out of the cup. In their game as Liverpool seem to be a bogey team for Newcastle. Yeah, I would love to see Liverpool get knocked out by West Ham. Who knows? We got to do our job first, don't get through. Julie says, hope he isn't. But if he is, with Botman and Burn back, it should be a major problem. Yeah. Marco Silva, another whiny git, says Julie. West Ham have a worse record against Liverpool than we do. Like us, they never win against them. Alan says it wasn't for. They only tell him to look. The ref has final decision. Yeah, he does. The ref has a final say. But they obviously sent the referee, we think you need to take another look at this because obviously we think you've made an error. And that's fine. That's fair enough. Everybody's human. And Michael Salisbury on VAR decided, no, you need to go and check this out. And when he went and checked it out, he saw that it was, he looked at it and said, right, okay, let's do this. Let's send the player off. But as I say, I mean, get your comments and what was your thoughts on the referee yesterday? I thought he had a great game. I was well happy with him, and and I don't care what Marco Silva says about the referee. I don't care if Marco Silva doesn't think that referee is experienced enough or has the ability. Well, I'll tell you what, Marco Silva, I hope the FA come down on your comments for that, because you are an absolute cockwobble. And in fact, I've got a special award for Marco Silva. And, I'll quite happily send him it if I could on email or whatever, because this award is for you, matey. Because this week, Marco Silva, you are Cock of the Week. There we go. So that is Marco Silva's award this week. He is Cock of the Week. Salty get. That's all he is. At the end of the day, our team smashed you because your team were crap, basically. Don't go blaming the referee for it. It's not the referee's fault. It was a red card. Take your white glasses off and actually look properly. Or if you can't see it's a red card, I suggest you go to Specsavers than Marco Silva. You're not a great manager. You've only ever beaten us once, and that was when you were manager of Watford. Since then, you've never won against us. So go back to London and go and cry your eyes out. That being said on Marco Silva. Coffee says, hi, Tony Noel. Hi, Coffee. Hope you're well, mate. Whoever gifted me membership, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure who it was, mate. It might have been Tony Ross, I think. So I think it was Tony Ross. Like to see Man U snuffing today the bubble bag. High hopes get sacked. Yeah, I mean, look, I think we'll still be in sixth place because I can't see Man United beating Liverpool, in all honesty. It won't be long before he's sacked anyway, I don't think. Cock of the Week says Lee, yeah, absolutely. Julie says the same as well. Mark Cock of the Week Silva says Coffee. Yeah, I like the way you've put that. His comments were stupid. That was a dangerous challenge. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely was. Alan says, what is it with Arsenal managers, present and former? Wenger was the same, always, never seen it, lol. I really don't get what it is, Is Marco Silva trying to be a Jose Mourinho? Problem is he ain't got the trophies Mourinho's got. Hope Man U will get done 12-0. Jesus. Well, wasn't it? They got beat there 7-0, didn't they? So who knows? Hey, they could get a hammering again. With an honouring goal, you just never know what you're going to get. You may get that brilliant save, but then you may see an absolute howler from him as well. So who knows? Right. But yeah, to say that the referee couldn't handle the pressure is just absolutely pathetic from him. By the way, that referee was only 30-year-old as well yesterday. So younger than Dan Burn, younger than Dubravka, younger than Trippier even though Trippier wasn't playing. So there you go. Right, okay. Let's take a look at some players from yesterday, shall we? And, right. First of all, I'm going to kick off some stats on this guy, Lewis Miley. Right, so when they come up, I will tell you in a moment. Right, just bear with me, guys, while this loads up. Okay, so So yesterday against Fulham, Lewis Miley played 54 minutes, got 1 goal. He had 43 touches of the ball. He had 30 out of 35 accurate passes. That's an accuracy of 86%. 2 key passes, 1 cross which wasn't accurate, and he had 1 long ball which was accurate. He had 2 shots on target. He done 2 dribble attempts, 1 successful. He won 1 out of 3 ground duels as well. He lost possession 8 times and made 1 foul. But again, banging from Lewis Miley. Absolutely fantastic stats yesterday. And again, I thought Lewis Miley did exceptionally well yesterday. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. And yeah, considering he only played 54 minutes, he did really, really well. Right, next player we are going to focus on some stats on as well is this guy. There he is, Emil Kraft. Kraft did well, I thought, when he came on yesterday. SofaScore gave him a rating of 8.2. So the Kraft stats are: he played 76 minutes yesterday. He won 6 out of 8 ground duels. He didn't win his aerial duels. He lost possession 11 times. He was fouled once. Fouled twice, and he made 1 foul. He had 91 touches of the ball. He had 59 out of 65 accurate passes, which is an accuracy of 91% yesterday. He had 3 out of 6 accurate crosses. His only long ball was accurate. He created 1 big chance, and he had 1 shot off target, and he had 1 successful dribble attempt as well. Emil Kraft, I thought, had a great game yesterday when he come on. Now there's talk that we're looking to sell him in January. If we get a replacement in, would you sell Kraft? I'm not so sure, because look, he's doing better, isn't he? And maybe that was his thing yesterday, to say, look, I want to try and stop Trippier getting back in the team. Yes, he didn't have the best of times when he's been here because he's under cabbage heat, but under Eddie Howe, again, another player that's been improved. But then maybe if we do sell him on in January, we might get some decent money for him, because he is out of contract in the summer. So who knows? But again, I thought he had a cracking game. If it was me, I would say keep him in January. Even if he had to go on a free in the summer, I would still say, you know what, he's done well for us. But Emil Kraft, I thought, yeah, absolutely brilliant yesterday when he came on. Now, cometh the hour, cometh the man. There we are. So, the next man we're going to look at stats-wise, and that's our Bruno. The best Bruno. Now, SofaScore gave him a rating out of 9.3. Played the full game. He had 1 assist. His expected assist was 0.88. He had 141 touches of the football. He's 106 out of 118 accurate passes. That is an accuracy of 90%. 5 key passes. 4 crosses, 1 being accurate. Long balls, 10, with 7 of them being accurate. 2 big chances created. 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target. Dribble attempts, 4 out of 6 were successful. Ground duels, 9 out of 14 he won. He lost possession 19 times. Fouled, he made 1 foul, but he was fouled 5 times. And he dribbled past twice as well. Bruno, again, brilliant stats from Bruno as usual. And again, I thought he did really well yesterday. Very well indeed. So that was Bruno. Another one we're going to look at a stat on as well. It's this fella, Big Dan Burn. So yesterday he played 84 minutes. He got 1 goal. He had 1 clearance, 4 interceptions, 1 tackle. He won 1 out of 2 ground duels. He won all 7 aerial duels. He lost possession 10 times. He was fouled once. He had 83 touches of the football, 64 out of 73 accurate passes, which is an accuracy of 88%. 1 out of 5 long balls was accurate, 2 shots on target, and he missed 1 big chance. And that was Dan Burn yesterday. Again, I thought his stats were pretty decent from yesterday as well. I thought he did really, really well yesterday. And we're going to look at another player as well. I get him on screen. When he comes up on the screen, hang on guys, he'll be there in just 1 minute. There he is, Flash Gordon. Right, so yesterday against Fulham, he got a rating of 8 off SofaScore. He played 84 minutes, 1 assist, so that's another assist to his name. 1 shot on target, 3 shots off target, 1 out of 3 dribble attempts successful, hit the woodwork once, which was the crossbar in the first half. He missed 1 big chance. He had 60 touches of the football, 29 out of 33 accurate passes, which is an accuracy of 88%. He made 4 key passes. 3 out of 9 crosses were accurate. 1 out of 2 long balls was accurate. He created 1 big chance. He won 3 out of 5 ground duels. He lost possession 12 times. He made 1 interception, 2 tackles as well. Again, another assist for Anthony Gordon. So out the 16 games he's played this season, he's got 6 goals and 4 assists. Now, if he's not an informed winger, I don't know who is then, because I'll tell you now, he's better than Marcus Rashford at this minute in time. Right, let's go into some comments first of all. And let's see what people are having to say. Need to go to Specsavers, absolutely, Tony. Man U or Liverpool, often the tight boring game, but I'm going 7-0 against Tusks. Gary says a deluded Man U fan on TikTok has said Man U will beat Liverpool 10-0. Yeah, he must be deluded. Or he's on something. Marco Silva couldn't handle the pressure, so blames the ref. Absolutely. Most Man U fans are deluded. They are. Miley is the mini Bruno. Absolutely. I think Arsenal fans are deluded, says Coffee. Yeah, they are. Coffee says Man U fans like Alice Maisie have been quite complimentary in Newcastle. Yes, they have, absolutely. You know, yeah, absolutely. Agree with that. Crafu. Yeah, Alice did a video on praising Miley and Bruno as well, yeah. I love Crafty's improved so much. He has done, hasn't he? That's the thing. What do you think about Mickey? He scored yesterday. Do you think we need to move him on? Look, he got his goal. I don't think move him on, but I certainly think bringing a right winger who's going to create an assist, you know, and we need a right winger who can do that. The problem with Miggy is he hasn't got a right foot, and that's the unfortunate part about it. He has not got a right foot. We need some sort of established right winger. Miggy's better on the left, and I've always said this, and we're sold against Man United, and I thought he played well. Yeah, I think we need to get a right winger in. Who that may be, I do not know. But if this Matthias Sulak comes in, he's supposed to be good as well, according to Foxy. Alan says, would you keep Kraft? Was also looking good just before getting injured. Deserves a chance. Yeah, do you know what? Absolutely. After yesterday, I would keep Kraft till the end of the season, you know. Then if you don't want to keep him after that, then you move him on. That's fair enough. You know, the end of the day, he's not put a foot wrong. King of the tune, Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, absolutely. Bruno ran his midfield back to his best. Absolutely, he did. He's from Blythe. You'll never beat Dan Burn. No. No surprise about the aerial duel stats. No, absolutely. Nobody else is going to get above him, are they? Unless you're called, what's his name? Knobhead from Arsenal. Well, he plays for Arsenal now and he used to play for Kai Havertz. Unless you Havertz who elbows him and gets away with it when he played for Chelsea. No one calls him Claire Bolden anymore. Another superstar, absolutely. We keep hitting the bars. Anyone checked if there's a magnet in the ball? Yeah, Coffee, that's a good point. It was that Git Ricochet game if he was more helpful in the second half. Ricochet, yeah. Proud to be a Jody. Hi to you. Wes. What we've seen about Lewis Hall, I want to see more of him. Welcome to the channel. Proud to be a Jody. If you're new to the channel, do it. That subscribe and please do smash that like as well. Lewis Hall, look, it's a funny one because he's had a mixed time so far with us. You know, he got his goal against Man United in the Cup, which I thought he played really well. I don't know. I don't know what's happening about him. Do the club not really rate him, and they're just not trying? They're just trying not to play him as much, so they don't have to clock up and activate the contract clause that they'll have the obligation to buy him. Maybe there's some sort of clause that if you trigger amount of games or minutes, then you have to buy him. So maybe that's what they're trying to not trigger. It's a bit of a funny one. It's to me, yesterday, his body language didn't look right. He didn't look happy being there. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but to me, he just did not look happy at all. So I don't know. Proud to be a Jody. I really don't, mate. But with me, there's Tony Ross says, I don't think Eddie fancy him. I don't think he does, no. Maybe because it wasn't an Eddie signing. I don't know. Maybe Eddie Howe doesn't think he's worth 28 million as well. So who knows? Chelsea fans are screaming for him to come back. So I'm not sure if you can send him back in January or if we're going to keep him for the season. I don't know. Can we end his loan early? Who knows? Lewis Hall will be gutted about Lewis Hall. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Coffee. So yesterday, if I'm going to go for a man of the match yesterday, look, there's only one man for man of the match in my eyes, and that's this man, Bruno. By your country man of the match. I thought he played really well. So impressed with him yesterday. Back to his best. He was trying to be like that against Milan, wasn't he? But we just didn't really do it. But, but yesterday, we saw the best of Bruno yesterday. Mind he was very close because I think, now, I'm going to give a man of the match runner-up here as well. Now, there's a couple of names in the frame for runner-up for man of the match yesterday behind Bruno. But I'm going to give a top 3 man of the match, but Bruno being at the top of that list, by the way. Now, there's a lot of players I could give this to as well. And maybe this might surprise a few people, I don't know. So anyway, in second place as a runner-up to Bruno for man of the match, I'm giving it to Emil Kraft. I thought he had a great game yesterday when he came on. The nutmeg on Deco Divarid, or however you pronounce his name, I thought was outstanding. You know, absolutely brilliant. Nice from Emil Kraft. Shame he got fouled in that, because I think if he got round him, you know, he had a chance. But no, I thought he did really well yesterday, and you know, and it's just unlucky I'm pushing this one into third place, because it was really tight between Kraft and this other player who I'm going to put in my top three. But look, yeah, I thought he was outstanding yesterday. And like I say, Emil Kraft has only literally just pipped this man, or should I say young man, and that is Lewis Miley. You know, look, great he got his goal yesterday. I thought he was great when he come on. But I think Kraft just had that little edge there, because one of he's nutmeg and two, he'd been on longer. But look, it was hard to pick between them. It was basically like a hair between them. So yeah, I've gone. Bruno is main man of the match, and second best player on the game, I said, is Kraft, and then followed by Miley. You may not agree with me, but do get your comments in. Who's your top three yesterday? But Bruno being top of the tree, like an angel on the top of a Christmas tree. Oh, Lewis Hall be gutted about his future. All right, okay, type wearer. No worries, mate. Bruno, that ball he done to Dan Burn was lovely. Yes, it was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? Fantastic ball that was. What injuries does Cher and Joe Linton have? Looks like Cher went off with a hamstring injury, so you're looking at, and he didn't look in a great way, so you're looking at probably 4 to 6 weeks. J7, I think it could be another hamstring, or it could be a calf, I don't know. Again, we'll find out, no doubt, off Eddie in his press conference tomorrow for the Chelsea game. We don't know yet. Bruno, Kraft and Miley. Yeah, Julie's gone with me as well. See? Think alike. What did everyone think of Dubravka yesterday? Much better from him. To be fair, Julie, he didn't have anything to do, did he? He wasn't really tested. He wasn't massively tested yesterday. Yeah, I don't think he was massively tested. And the shots that all come in were just easy for him, weren't they? There was nothing like hard for him. So he was steady. I would say about a 7, but you know, his distribution was good again. But I think we need to see him in a match where he's really tested, you know. And Fulham didn't really test him, to be fair. Tony Ross says, agree with your choice, Tony. Thank you very much. Bruno, the ref, and Miley. Yeah, the ref was great yesterday, wasn't he? Kraft, be good squad player. Very versatile, absolutely. Now Lee's gone Bruno, Miley, and Kraft. There we go. David says, Lewis Hall just saved the club at least 50 million and rising. Yeah, absolutely. Made a couple of good saves, but yeah, wasn't tested. Can we beat Chelsea again? Of course we can, Coffee. Does Karius start against Chelsea on Tuesday? Does Karius get the cup games? Because I think, you know, you've got to rotate your goalkeepers and you've got to give Karius a chance. So again, let's hope we'll see that happen. Who knows? Right, okay. Now, going off from Newcastle at the moment, and I just want to bring up this as well. And I'm sure everybody in this chat, you know, everybody in the world of football are all sending their wishes to him. And that is the Luton Town captain, Tom Lockyer. Yesterday, collapsed at the Vitality Stadium in Bournemouth. Match abandoned after 65 minutes. Turns out he had a cardiac arrest. Look, he went down in the final in the playoffs in May against Coventry. Had a heart procedure. But was cleared to return to playing football. And he's gone down again. Look, so sad to see this happening. We wish him well. from us as Newcastle fans, we wish Tom Lockyer all the best. Hope he gets better soon. Whether his career's over or not, we don't know. Some speculation saying that the device he had fitted hasn't worked properly, and that's what's caused this. Look, whatever it is, something serious like that just brings everybody down to earth, and it just brings life into perspective. It just tells you now, you've got to live your life. Life is too short, I mean, it'll be gutting for the lad if he's got to give up his career, because, he could be playing for, if Wales get the Euros, he could be playing there next year. But I suppose he puts his health first before the game of football. But we wish him well in recovery. Hope he does recover well from this. It's not something we like to see. Nice to hear the Bournemouth fans actually chant his name as well as the Luton fans. And a special mention to the Luton town manager as well, Rob Edwards. He walked around that whole pitch, and you could see, if you watched that, you could see in Rob Edwards' face, he just looked so upset. And he went round and he took applause from every corner of that ground. Well done to them Bournemouth fans as well, applauding as well. Something we don't want to see happening. We've seen it all too often, We've seen it with Muamba. We've seen it with Christian Eriksen. So sad for what happened. And also special mention to the TV cameras, because as soon as you went down, they took the cameras away, and that was absolutely well respected from the media as well. So, sad to see this happen. That's all I want to see on that one. And I think everybody else will be in agreement with me putting this on screen, because, as I say, sometimes things are more important in life than football, and it puts things into perspective as well. Right, let's get into some comments. 8 days till Christmas, absolutely. 9 days till we'll play Forreston. Only got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then no work until 2024. I've got 5 days and then I'm off till 2024. Julie says, I hope Tom Lockyer has a speedy recovery. Absolutely. So sorry for him and his family. Absolutely. Speedy recovery, says Lee. Yeah, Tony, wish the Luton player a speedy recovery. Luton our next opponents after Chelsea. Yeah, absolutely away. It all depends how the club feel, how the players feel. I mean, look, if them players can't pick themselves up, could it be a thing that the Luton Town request the Premier League that the game next week doesn't go ahead, and it's postponed for another day? Who knows? I'm sure the players will be getting counselling. But again, if their minds are not on the game, they might say, look, can we postpone? Is that a bad thing? I don't think it is. I don't think it's a bad thing if the game was postponed. And, one, it would help us. It means we don't have to have another games until Boxing Day. But then Luton Town might want to play it, because he might say, well, I want you to play. So it depends how the players are feeling, I suppose, and, we just wait and see. But it would be a Jody if I was him. Wouldn't risk it again. Enjoy the rest of your life with family. There, things are more important than footy. Absolutely. Well said. Speedy recovery, Lockyer, says Lee, yeah. Player health and well-being is important with the increase in the amount of fixtures and extra injury time. Absolutely, Coffee. Absolutely, mate. Well said. Yeah, and it's, I've seen people say, all this stuff's about vaccine. It's got nothing to do with the vaccines. It's got nothing to do with the vaccines. Football is a very, very physical game, and it takes a lot out of you. A lot of shock players on both sides, yeah, absolutely. Even Bournemouth might not want to play the next game, you know, so who knows, but so sad, so sad. Right, guys and girls, so we're coming towards the end of this show now. As I say, the only reason I had the early start is because I'm out today and I don't think I'll be back. I don't know what time I'll be back this evening, so I thought I'd do the show early. But if you have liked what you see, please don't forget to smash that like. It does help the channel, and that would be great if you can give it a like. And also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash your subscribe and be part of this great community we have, yeah. And the bell notification, that tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows as well. So as I say, once again, thank you to Tony Ross for your generous donation. You gifted 5 Black and White TV memberships earlier on this morning. We'll just get into some comments. Bye, Tony, and all. Bye-bye to you, Coffee. Great show, Tony. Great show. Thank you very much, Tony Ross. Great show as usual. Thanks, Julie. Thank you very much. So, guys, as I always say, just remember the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And I will be back tomorrow with a preview for the Chelsea game. So hopefully I get Rolly on as well. Just going to the last couple of comments here before we go. Bye, Suzanne. Bye to you, mate. Have a great day, everyone. Yes, you too, Lee, as well, my friend. Have a great day. But until then, enjoy whatever you're doing today. I'm sure there'll be lots of other channels that'll have. I'm sure TTL's got a match review tonight as well, so keep an eye out for all of that. Pete will be having one as well, so keep an eye out for all of them as well. But until then, have a great Sunday afternoon, whether you're having a roast dinner or going out for a stroll or going for a few pints, whatever you're doing, have a great day. Until then, stay safe, everyone. See you later. How are the lads?